Right, for once I am going to say hello and welcome. Right, this is Moss Valley. It's just I've gone for a start from scratch because I wanted it to be mine, as in like, you know, the way that I normally work. Oh, I don't guess. Oh no, I did spot on. Right, so let's knock the time down. This is like just a bit of an explanation. Now, we haven't got the starting farm. Not really. I say start from scratch. I would give myself a reasonable amount of cash. We may well end up at the farm. I've got to be honest. I'm really quite like. Oh, this is the main farm. Yeah, it is. This is not the farm that I'm used to. I have normally started here, and the 89 one. Let's visit. Oh, we could afford it. Wow, 27,000. We gain all of that for 27,000. No. That's amazing. It is. Yeah. Wow. What is that? Is that a proper field? That's 80,000. Right. That's now. Strangely enough, this is one that I actually started with quite a few times. Right. So it's not quite right. It's like if I do that, it's highlighting a lot of other things, but it's not actually buying them. Thank goodness. Yeah, that would be very good. It's not actually showing me now, is it? Now I'm actually on farmland. Right, settings. Let's start from like a logical place to start. So we have. I'm going to keep this on. Obviously, timescales knocked down for a little bit. I'm going to stick this on because it's not going to affect anything. In other words, we've not actually done anything at present for it to affect on any of our fields or anything like that. I'm going to knock those to 50-50. The one that I always forget, I hate automatic engines start with a passion. I will slow that down slightly because it makes very little difference. No, I'll leave that alone. So I think, and what we will do is we will save the game as a baseline so that everything we've done is not wasted. So we've got 500,000. We are in the month of August, as you'd imagine, because you always are. Let me just show you that I haven't been on here before. Yeah, literally the 2 minutes that I'm not driven anywhere. So I mean, I know it's hard to cheat, but you can. I've got to be honest. If you're good at any kind of camera trickery, I could do pretty much and portray whatever I liked. This is different, I think. The shop is still where the shop was, I think. Biogas plant, Moss Valley Bakery. Is it? Is it? I'm not sure it is actually. The shop was always around there. It doesn't look like it is anymore. So where is the shop? I cannot see an icon to show us a shop at all anywhere. That's probably because I'm on the wrong icon. I haven't got anything switched off as far as I'm aware. It's not actually altering anything too much. That's a bit bizarre. So where is the... It's completely changed then, because obviously all of the points of reference that I would have are now completely gone. The shop was around here. Now I can't see any shop at all, or an icon for the shop, which is a little bit confusing, especially the first time you come in and you want to like show everybody like, oh yeah, that used to be where it was. Let's visit. No, it really is the garden centre. It is not a shop. Where's the shop icon then? It was about there. It was indeed very much here. The biogas plant is... That wasn't here at all. We didn't have a biogas plant. So it's a complete rejig. Either the shop is not working or it's like has it at the... farm entrance next to right. So that is the one that I'm used to being the farm entrance, which would be this one here, which I really do quite like a lot. I do. Yeah, I don't want to run this the same, and obviously we don't own this either, so it's not going to show anything or any statistics. I'd like to do this as a true start from scratch, but I really need to try to pick like a good location that's got a decent set of fields all the way around it. To sort of like, yeah. So where would we go? I would like, but I would eventually like to buy a farm. I've already had this one. It seems very silly. Oh, do we actually get the? Oh, I think we actually get the vehicles. What, it's showing them. Let's have a look. Do we get any vehicles? Are we allowed vehicles? Because that's quite unusual, but it's like new. So we've had a bit of a, yeah, we've sort of got a bit of a leg up because we really don't need to worry about equipment because we've actually got, oh, even a, wow, we have done well. Yeah, some of this I will sell, not to throw it back in anyone's face, but also I'm going to be wishing to swap things out for some of my own mods because I'm still testing. I'm trying to make my mods better. I can't do that if I'm using everyone else's, so it's not a matter of snubbing everyone else's, it's a matter of I'm wanting to test mine so that I can release them on the mod hub or improve upon the ones that are already on the mod hub. Yeah, you can't do that if you're like using everyone else's, so it will, any like shake up we'll do right now. So let's have a look. Fields then, and let's go completely different. So this really is where we would eventually head for. So yeah, fields. So they're actually quite close to each other. Let's have a look at this farmyard because I haven't actually ever been to this. I don't think this one existed. The other one was across the road, the other side of the road. Oh no, it is this side of the road. Yeah. It is. I did hover over it once. So this would be the one. Now, so how much would this be to buy as well if we did choose this? That is just that. Now that's actually not very. Yeah, we will. We are on euros, so let's change that straight away. We don't want to be on euros. We want to be on pounds. Excellent, and we do want to be on miles too. Brilliant. So this is our farm now. We have all it. So hook, line, and sinker. I've never been here before. We have a fuel tank, as you'd expect. Lovely buildings. Nice character. With a lot of farm labourers places as well. An awful lot of buildings. We're obviously doing terribly well. 60 grand for this little lot. It's an absolute steal, isn't it, really? We've got... These are probably not ours. If they are, we've got a lot of the NPCs right near us. Povey Farm. Excellent. So this is our farm, and this is our equipment, which is a nice place to be. It's only just obviously come in to the mod hub this week, I think it is. It's because I'd noticed it because I've been looking for this because I always promised I'd run this as a proper Let's Play. I did a very short run on this. This would be straight after Oakbridge Farm. So let's have a look at our, like, what we've got. Yeah, right, so we've missed going around that side. We have a Meridian. I will obviously replace that with mine again there, so that we're probably going to gain a bit of cash as well by a bit tight the sheds. Yeah, no, we did see these. You did see them. Being silly now. A very standard, very British looking shed, to be honest, with a beautiful class. Is the tree on, I think, and header on the other side, same, just a different side of it. Chicken sheds, right? Okay, looks like we're a big chicken. We are. Okay, cow barn, pig pasture, chicken coop, and pig pasture. Wow, we have got a lot of animals. Right, so let's turn the zone markers on for a little bit. Makes no sense not to see where we're going, does it? On the very first visit to your farm, we need to see where everything goes and how many animals we would. 250, and there are lots and lots of them, so we could. Pig pasture 70. I thought that was another chicken place. Right, so I think there is another chicken place though. Oh no, it's got a sign of manure. It can't be. So what is this one then? It is. So I've got 2 pig pastures, 70s and 70s. Quite. Something there. This looks like This looks like cows to me. And yeah, the slurry point. Yeah, 200. That's not bad at all, actually. I've got to be honest. A lot of the farms I find are really, really quite poor size-wise. That's brilliant. Yeah, because they're like 80 or 40, and he don't give you any... so for once, we're going to keep this. Yeah, I usually would grab my own, but I'm not going to. We're going to stick with that, he says. No, we will to begin with and see if it's so. Milk. Yeah, 200. Not a very big amount of food. Chicken coop 550. Okay, so we have got a second one of them, and 250 and a 550. Not bad at all, right? That is everything. The Meridian is probably the thing we will first deal with, because we've got our own production silos as our bins, so we will swap this out. It just make you laugh, doesn't it? We bought it for less than that, and we've just sold some and made the more money back. We've got 10 grand better off. Now then, are we going to go for the slightly bigger? I've just made a bigger production silo. It should have. Yeah. It's an awful, really is quite a biggie. I don't think we need a giant. That's more like for American maps, but we'll keep it in the same place. Nice one. Excellent. Yes. Right, so what are we going to do? Also, look, while we... let's just put B mode on and see. Can we destroy these lumps? Yeah, I do. I'm not... I know it does exist, but the first thing I do on a farm is declutter all this type of ramble that I hate. It's weird because I'm not bothered about this type of thing, but I am in Farm Simulator. I hate this clutter. The worst thing I ever hated about Ravenport was that horrible lot of cars in the middle. I mean, first thing I would have done is called the scrap man and said, "Oi, grab this lot, will you?" But of course, she was stuck with it. I did it. So it annoyed me so badly that one time I actually edited the map and that spent about $1 million. Not my money, but just $1 million in bulldozing and chucking soil on top of it so you couldn't see it anymore. That's how much it bothered me. It was really quite annoying. Right, so then I think that's fairly much it. So the scene is set. We have actually got the proper farm. We have got my absolutely massive production silo as a silo. Let's switch this out markers off now, because I think we're alright now, he says so confidently. Right, so we are 491. Let's see what is in the sales though, for all we say that, because sometimes you can make a bit of cash. A little... Oh, it's a 9.5 metre actually. That's not bad. Now this is the one, if I remember rightly, that rules all over the place. I've got this on what was Calmsden on Oakbridge, but we will buy that. And I think, let's have a look at our set of stuff, and I'm going to sell this from here. I hate doing this, where it ruins, but I do like to always show what I'm doing completely. It really is important to me that so I'm going to sell it all from here, and we will replace it with other things that if we do a bit of dealing and ducking and diving and selling and all that stuff. So I will sell the Amazon because we've got my BI Industries one. We're not getting full value. No, I like this a lot. I do. So the Evian, again, we'll keep it to begin with. How much would it be worth if we did sell it? 188,000. I actually like the starting harvester, but we'll keep it for now. It's a tiny little header though, isn't it? We're going to sell that because we're going to buy my version of it, which is, not a crone. Now we always use a production. I never intend on changing that, and very rarely use a cultivator, because we often go no-till, and we'll use a plough more than anything. We're going to sell these because we're going to get other ones. Yeah, not because we don't want those things, but we don't want those particular things. Yeah, I'd sort of almost insist upon Yeah, and I will sell that because we've got a slightly... Ooh, hang on. That's 2,640 litres. That is the... Yeah, we will because there's bigger ones for telehandlers. I was thinking like wheel front lifters. So that is a 165. Have we gone past any of the... No, that's the... No, I've got the mod on for increasing capacity, so I'm not bothered about this because we can like do what we like with it, or do we have to buy it again? We might have to. I've not only put it in the other day, so I'm not sure. New Holland 260, Samaz, and the Sidemas. So we've not been spoiled with like anything too special. We'll keep the wind thrower, although yeah, I probably will. So we've just bought that. So we've got a Massey and a New Holland 260. So what is that Valtra? Because if we've only got 2 tractors, to be honest, I mean, I've got a telehandler as well. We may well buy that. A beautiful 77, because it's 271 horsepower. Is the Merlot worth full amount? No, I like it. It's another tractor though, isn't it? So we will buy that. 3 point, and it is 82,000. We do need some reverse driving. We've got the ability to have it. It's not really... Right, so what? We are a 210. Let's make it a 271 straight away. I know it boosts it up enormous. It does actually though, doesn't it? Really, it's 77,000. We could buy our own. Why are we like buying someone? I think we'll just buy and sell them as they are. We don't care about that because we're just doing it for the money. And the more options you've got on, the less cash you make. Right, yeah, we will. And this was gonna sort of show us where the shop is. Fantastic. I will buy another tractor though. Just 3 tractors are a good place to start. I'm going to tab for once so that we can find out where the shop is. Oh, it is where it was. It's just... Why is it not shown on the map then? Have I switched anything off? No. It's all on. So it should be others, shouldn't it? Yeah, but everyone could see that wasn't grey like that. So why did it not show the shop to begin with? How bizarre. I mean, it's there now. We know where it is. It is exactly what it used to be. So let's sell these, and we will buy a BI Industries tractor. Now then, oh, is it? Now, this was funny at the beginning of FS... no, we switched zone markers off, so we can't really say that. Yeah, this is me with the zone markers off, so I can't say anything. Yeah, on the beginning of FS 22, when the map came out, it had gone wrong. The map maker tried to do something. Yeah, I don't mean this to sound derogatory either. It was trying to be clever, and I mean as in a good way. I'm not trying to be like 73. Yeah, he did, and he tried to do something really different, and it didn't quite work, but it was really good what he tried to do. So yeah, you can make it sound sometimes like you're disapproving, and I'm not. I was approving. It was really, but it didn't work. Is my bottom line. So I was like, it's a bit confusing when you first came on the map. Right, fantastic. So we are going to buy a 3rd tractor. Going to go for a BI Industries one. We're going to go for like a... Are we going to go for the Monster? Yeah, no, we can't afford it. No. We're going to go for the reasonable medium tractor. That is the BI Industries Model 7. Beautiful. I mean, I'm going to put a front loader attachment on it at some point. This is an older model, but we have souped it up a little. Yeah, it definitely have. It's 247 horsepower, so it is quite nice. We will... Let's get this Osdoken, and it does slip and slide a bit. But it is for 7,000. If it does slip and slide a bit, then I will put up with it because, yeah, it is good. Let's get this repaired. So 57989. So we do need a few bits and bobs though. So like the biggest one being the plough that we've obviously, yes. So we're going to grab I think we're going to go straight for the 12-metre plough. Obviously, we've not got a stone cutter or anything like that. A stone cutter, stone picker. There's a few in the game, though. I'm going to go for my favourite. Yeah, Ridiculous Dominic hasn't released his. I don't know if he's going to release it. I used to love his. But this has always been a favourite of mine. It is one of those that it got a bit small in comparison to some of the others, so... We obviously need fertiliser spreaders and I would imagine, actually that is true. Why don't we, yes, I've not aired this yet. I don't mean I've not sort of shown it, but I haven't actually, we do need a flatbed. Now we'll go for the new square one. I think it's the first one. Yeah, this is the new version. I've never tested it on a proper Let's Play. Like, you know, as in like now. Let's put that. I think what we'll do is stick the things on. We will buy a telehandler. In fact, we could have bought that one that we actually just sold. But then again, I suppose we wouldn't have made any profit. So this is for the shop. So we're not paying for this. I just wonder what this looks like. I did this earlier. I thought as much. Yeah, I destroyed I did some swapping and changing of the paint, and it really didn't. Yeah, you can see it was obviously not supposed to be silver, and because I've chosen silver, it's transparent when you do it like that. I just wanted to try to. I've got a little bit of a trick of changing colours around, but it doesn't. As you can see, it doesn't always work. I don't mind the gold though. I think the red will change what should have been the red at the back to red, so that it's or black. I was trying to go for black, but you can do main colour. Right, that's not. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. So yeah, I'm not going to do it though for the shop. It's just for the shop anyway. So let's go. I do like having the Merlot for the shop actually. So let's go for this. Yep. And we're going to go for a good all-rounder. For the tool, now that we've got... I do really love this new... yeah, I've definitely got a favourite already, and that is this one here. I like Mack Truckers, but I don't like how big the tines are. Yeah, it's each to their own. I know probably a lot of people must love it. Right, so let's just grab... So we want to give ourselves that back. Call it 150 grand just to be like, because it is us the benefits from it as well. Yeah, being as it is, yeah, it is true, definitely. So where has that gone? What was that? Can't see if you're looking. Yeah, so this will be the first run of my square one. I've had to compromise. I didn't want a square one. I wanted the one that I did, but it didn't work out to plan, as these things infrequently do work to plan. Let's also sort of fold that up and then drop it down again, and then we will we will not crash into it. Let's stick the tractor. Mind you, we can put things on the front of the tractor like obviously we've got like we've still got the cedar. Oh, that worked actually. I was surprised. I didn't think that would actually work. We stick this at the beginning. We should sort of, at a slight angle, we should be able to grab it off. Giants are very generous with their allowing you to... yes, this first session is usually all about me getting everything ready. You know, like getting all the bits and bobs ready and all that type of stuff. So we do want a fertiliser spreader. I'm going to go for, obviously... I am actually. I really like my own. It's not to be horrible. It's and it is sitting on the ground now. The only thing I've still got to do is the attaches are in the slight sort of wrong place. It's not as bad as it used to be. Yeah, at least it's on the ground. That's a step in the right direction. Gonna go for one of my seed tanks. I love these. Well, they're not just seeds, but yeah, they are really, really handy. Do we need... So we've got that. We've got the... We could buy a sprayer. I mean, because Giants have made it almost so cheap now to actually have a sprayer. You know, like the... And I do love it. It's 21 metre as well. I mean, we had nothing like that in FS22 that was like anywhere near as good as that. Amazing sort of value, really. Now then, stick that sideways, like going that way. Not sure how wide this is, like... I think that's on okay. Might be able to get that. If we sort of do it forwards. We could have put this on the front of the tractor though, really, but I'm sure we're going to find an implement that will go on the front. Right, smashing. It's not terribly... I do love this. I fell in love with the Razek at the beginning of the game. Obviously this is modelled on the Razek, but it isn't the Razek. This is in for mod testing and was thrown out, but is now... I did an edit and Giants have like not said no anymore, so I'm hoping that this does pass. I actually quite like it. It's obviously for farmers who are a bit strapped for cash, which obviously as a start from scratcher is usually myself, right? I don't think we might get that on the... was there anything else we need on the front while we're here? We are going to need a, yeah, for the watering and milking and all the rest of it. I'm trying to steer clear of my original one, because the original one was a proper, just an edit, whereas I've actually done a proper one now myself. It's still not finished, so it's not as beautifully. If you look at the Abbey, which was my original tanker, the general tanker, which is just an edit of the Abbey. Obviously, yeah, I have got my own decals on, admittedly. But it is, obviously, there's quite a bit of accoutrements on it to make it chains and pumps and all the rest of it, which is, yeah, obviously all of those things you actually need. But if you look at mine, there's another picture's totally wrong, and I apologise for that. It will be corrected. This is a lot more expensive, but it has actually got, no, it has actually got the pump and that on. It's just all in black. Again, it's very basic. Again, I've edited it slightly. I've got the wheels almost on the outside and slightly uneven, Mr. Smith. Yeah, one is slightly out further than the other, so you need to centre that a bit more. Yeah, I've also lowered it just a tad more. It was a little unstable, so again, I'm just trying to get this right. It is very wide, and it was a lot taller, but it is a fairly hefty one. I think we will go for it. And this, again, is the first run since I've tweaked it, so, yeah, we might be able to get that on. Let's stick. That's going to be... I'm not sure we can. I'm not sure at all. It's all strapped what we've got on so far. We might maybe get that. I want to put a rear hitch on this. I never thought about that. I could actually do that. Let's have a go. Stick that. I think we could probably do it sideways. It's not a terrible big one, really. We might be able to actually do it literally like backwards, or we can drag it off the top, the back. Not sure how heavy this is. It shouldn't be terribly heavy. Not when it's empty anyway. When it's got liquids in it, that's a different matter completely. But just as is, it's basically an empty vessel, isn't it, really, when you think about a tank? Yeah, I'm trying to do all my mods, but I'm starting them off basic so that I've got less to go wrong at the beginning, and then obviously I'm going to like put more and more like bits and bobs on, although it has actually got the pump. I mean, and a water trailer really is basically a pump, so... Sure. Oh no, it does actually. It does actually just about fit on there. Right, smashing. So, we... It is hefty though. It's a lot bigger, the actual tank it is, than the Abbey, even though, yeah, it's all tank as well. There's no, like, it fits well past that. So that's the beginnings. We've come back for the Ostoken because it's not terribly important at present. Now we did a bit of ducking and diving. I do actually like Rawley Christie's. There's a bit of a mistake on it, but it is. I can tell when he's fixed that. I'm gonna really like the new IT runner. I mean, I do actually like the Giants sort of new one as well. I do like that a lot. So let's switch those zone marks off because they're like. Now then, if I remember rightly, it's the 99 kilowatt one. If we were going to do biogas plant, I'm going to buy my own. Oh, we own it. Manage. Available. We don't own it. We just have our own, just one production silo. Right, fantastic. We were going to switch them markers off again. So we switch them back on. Right, so off. Let's go back to the farm. So obviously a decent sized plough. This can manage it, not full bore. It won't be like at its best. I think this is the lead tractor already. I do think it's taken over from the slightly small, slightly smaller but bigger. I mean, what? Let me explain that. Yeah, the New Holland is a bigger and heavier tractor, but like this is more powerful by a little bit, so yeah. There's more. Yeah, we do need to buy some fields. I would say we're probably in need of fields. So that 520 grand that we've got, yeah, that was the farm I had Hazelhurst last time. I did like that, but I think it's about time we moved and tried the main farm. Yeah, I can see where. Wow, it's a bit of a beast. Is this cap? No, it's the sunlight reflecting off of it. Oh, we have wind generators. Do we actually own them if we buy that field, or do we? Are they actually on our land? Or I think they would be our land, as on our land if we were to. But it would be interesting to see if we buy that. Do we get that? Because one of the first things I would have obviously done, well, if anybody's watched any of my Let's Plays, is I would always stick a generator down. And one of my most reasonable ones. So this is a bit tight for getting in and out, isn't it? So this is... At least we cleared the ramble off the edge of this. So it would make sense, really, that 33 we bought... Because it's also got these two generators in, which I would say really we do own if we buy the field. So let's do that first and see if we do gain any generators. Oh, it's going to probably literally take all of our cash to buy that. Oh, it's not. Yeah, absolutely yes. So we own a massive field, and what is in it? It didn't look like it was ready to me. No, it's not a long way off ready. What is it that we have just bought? We bought blindly corn. And it did look like corn. So field 34. It would literally cripple us at this precise moment. It's 32 grass. It looks very grassy. It is. We have got a mower, so to me it makes sense that we would buy this. It's not monstrous, but it's not tiny either. And it is right near the farm, so yeah, we will buy 32 as well. Yeah. So we've got a nice grass field. And I think that's enough to start with. We need a bit of cash. You can spend money like water. It looks really like we've done really well, but there's going to be more equipment I've not bought. But this is the scene is set. We are on our farm. Yeah, literally on Moss Valley. I do really... it is a real firm favourite of mine. Is it VSR modding? It's yeah, really is a cracking mod map. It is. So we've only got the one production. Now that is true. What are we going to centre this around? I always like to have a central production that we like, using. I've frequently... I don't want to do this my self-sufficiency to death. We might well put it down, but it'll be more for... at the minute I've used it a lot and used it as a business, but I'd like to... what are we actually doing on this farm? So we've got corn. Have I got... Well, yeah, the self-sufficiency probably is the only thing I've got that would work with that. So, yeah, it is really. I'm trying to think of any other businesses. I've done the cannery to death. Biogas plant for the grass? Not sure we've got space here. It's quite a large... It would take up any extra sort of space. But there's a big chunk of grass there. Are we going to do all of this, though? Why don't we, like... That's the pigs. Yeah, we will. We're going to get rid of the pigs. We're going to make use of the space, though, and we will put my biogas plant down if it will fit. If not, then we'll have to go with something else. I've got plenty of options. I do like this salty thing. This is really good, actually. But I'm not at it on enough to warrant. So it should be soon. 7. Huh? Land is not open. Oh no, it'll be what it's going on as well. It's not quite that simple. It's like, yeah. Oh wow. It seems to like be a little bit big. Yeah, it does. We're gonna go with disturbs. Or are we gonna make a smaller one? Alright, so we could actually put one thing I really do like. I've done that on Plenier. We've got chickens. So what could we do with eggs? It's the cannery again. It is. I don't want to be doing that every single time. The cannery. I think we're going to do this. I do. I really like this. It's going to fit there quite nicely. I think if we spin it around that away. Yeah, I'd like to do this. It's quite fantastic. That's just... So that's something that we are definitely going to like do and feature on this. So a salt marsh. We have a salt marsh. We are growing sort of growing salt in a way. Promoting its growth. Working along with nature to make it actually happen. It's not a bad business. Not a bad business at all. I mean, I've only sort of looked at the prices. I've never run it properly. Not yet. It's on Oak City that we've got it. That's over there in it somewhere. So we've got to do something else other than that. We're not just doing the salt marsh, but that is not a bad thing to actually go for. So let's try another. What business are we going to go for then? Sugar's a bit of a... I mean, we could, I suppose... There is a biogas plant on the map. We could sort of... I'd like to have it on my sort of property if I'm going to do it. Disturbs is nice and small. I think I might have to shrink mine because I'm going to have a look at it. We might have a look at that and revisit it. I might... Oh! That's a beautiful petite little thing, isn't it? But how... I do like that. I like the building. That's really well thought out. It is. I do like that a lot. But no, we are trying my own, so I might just make a small one myself. Because it is a bit of a whopper. Yeah, well, it was a very early building, the one that I did, actually. Very early, so I think I could much improve on that and probably use the model that I've been using for pretty much everything, which is the beautiful silos that I do fallen in love with from the Asian map. You know, I completely colour them differently and all the rest of it. So, and I might actually make that one the same style as the one that you saw. This one, I like that. I do like I think the texturing is perfect for a biogas plant. It's just a little bit large, so I think we'll make it a bit smaller. I think, and we will go with that. I reckon just a little one on here. I'm trying and go for something similar to the one that we saw. Might go for a round domed top because it seems to be more biogassy, doesn't it? Really, what most people do for biogas plants. But then, do you need to do what everyone else does just because everybody else does it? No, not really. I suppose it's true. I'm being silly. Right, so are we going to go for cows? So again, that's another thing we're going to need to buy. We will put I think the cows are down here, aren't they? I'm sure. Cows are the first. Yeah, this one here, this very one. So yeah, this is where we're gonna. So where do we feed them? It's up, yeah, that's what we're marks on a bit, just to delve into like what we're actually doing. Soon we will get animals straight away. I'm gonna like, yeah. So where do we feed our animals? This is the chickens, isn't it? Yep, big chicken coop. It's the same cow barn. It's just, yeah. So the milk we get from there. Where do we feed the? I think it's around here. Yeah, it is. So the food is here, and there's not a lot of it. So we're going to be tipping that up, and the slurry point is here. So we will need a manure. Although manure, well, I don't know, manure seems to be working fairly well, but it's not a lot of room for it, is there really? It's true. It'd have to be around the back, I would say, but it's a bit uneven. So where can we stick the manure point that's close enough to this? I would say the only place really is here, which means we're going to have to like level it a little, which is a little bit from about that point there. I think my little one should go here. I think so. We shall see in a minute. Right, okay then, so it is under silos, and it does work. I keep saying I'm going to like make another. Oh, now that is true. It's not. Yeah, it's even the small ones. Yeah, it would never get to the to pick it up, would we? Well, we might do just. Okay, well, give it a shot. But we'll need to do a little bit more because that's a bit tight, to say the least. Right, okay, that's... No, we've not disturbed anything too terrible. We might just get to that. Maybe. Right, let's put a bit of concrete down there. It looks a bit odd without any, like, concrete in there. Because it's either going to work or it's not, so, yeah, it's... Wow, that's a bit weird. Yeah, there is some really strange texturing going on. I mean, what's that about? What is that about? Why would you like paint and it goes weird like that? That's very strange. But it is connected to the cow barn and the pig pasture. I thought we'd remove the pig pasture. Is there another pig pasture? We got another pig place. Yes, there was, wasn't there? 70 as well. So this one here. We'll leave it down. It's an option for going forward. So we've got 2 chicken places as well, haven't we? So a 250 and a 550. So again, we could shift the animals across when we're happy. What is this? Moss Valley main silo. Okay, well we've actually got a production silo. And this is this another one? No, it's the back of the one that we have actually got. Yeah, no, it is. So the scene is set. We are going to go cows, so that would mean that we would go with a bionic dairy, I would say. Oh, do we go bionic or do we go standard? Dairy. Just, yeah, it's true actually. I always go for the bionic. But it is very good for the how much it is. I think down here. I do. Let's get the scene set of the production, the base productions that are actually starters going. So we want to be level, and we're going to start from this point and build it up, I would say, here. Like so. And I would say that should be enough. It's not terribly. Just get rid of that little blob that's gone into the ground. Ooh. It does do that. It's a bit weird because it's sort of like levels it both ways. Ah, that's it. It's now going the other way. Wow, it's very strange the way it works. It's good though in a way, but it's obviously we've like got all the muck come over the road, and it won't do any more. Right, okay, well that's as good as it gets. So then, production, which is of course the most important thing. Bionic Dairy, 27,777. Huh? Do you mean land is not owned by you? Oh, B mode won't help you. Why? Okay, we might have to go down here then. That's a bit. Right, so up to that point there. So we did all that levelling for no reason at all. Right, we need to level that again now and lower it again, don't we now? So we want to lower. We need to see the grate. So it's cost us to raise it, and now it's costing us to lower it. That's about right, isn't it? Now, if we go level from that point, it should save us a lot of hassle. Yeah, but look at that, the road. Made a right mess now, haven't we? Indeed we have. I think to be honest, it's... Can we get away with it? I think what we're going to have to do is level from this point, get rid of the Bionic Dairy and do it afterwards. So if we get a B mode, destroy straight away, yes, and we'll put it back down in a minute when we've like leveled this from the road. Like so. It's a really weird tool, the level tool, really. Wow, it's doing some right. We only need it bigger. We need it probably more powerful. Medium size, I would say. Let's do this. It's certainly running away with our money, doing all of this. If we don't own that land, oh no, because I've got that mod on that does let you like muck around with things that aren't yours. So yeah, no, that just makes sense on why we could do that, really. Right. Okay. Now let's try that again, shall we? We should just about be able to actually manage to do this. Just about. That's the enhanced. Let's go straight for the bionic. Oh, we need the production bit, don't we? So I'm going to have to angle it like that. I am going to tweak these all, because what I have done is I've got at the minute the production bits too close. So it means you can like, yeah, we're going to need to, that's just also, you know, I will finish what I'm saying on this. I'm just like whilst, because I know what I'm like. I'm a terror for, let's just do the chevron so you can actually... Oh, my life. What is this about? And this is what I kept saying about FS22. Giants fix something and then in doing so break something else. There was no issues like this a little while ago. What has happened now? Why have we got this horrible... Is it all things? It's just a few. No, they've all got this weird missing bits. Wow, Giants, you are making a right mess of things. Yeah, fix one thing and then break something else. I did say that. I actually did say that on camera a few weeks back, that that's exactly what used to happen in FS22. They'd like fix something and then invariably something else, because that is a right mess. Whoa. Yeah, I will continue what I was going to say. At the minute, I'm trying to make these compact, but I've got the productions right next to it, which means when you pull a vehicle up, and if it's the right kind of thing that could fill, instead of filling from like that, although on a dairy it's not going to matter too much, but you can't get your stuff out because you're going to likely to get this off here. So, but this one, it really does fit for this particular model that we actually do it right here. So I don't know what we're going to do. I might still have to design a pusher. I was talking about this and then I did, no, I won't do it. But I think there's going to be sometimes when you need a compact, and I do need to keep them as the original ones, in which case we could stick, yeah, we could sort of, it's true. Well, now what I'm going to do then is instead of a pusher, we'll have a simple system where we just place down others or decoration. We're going to go, if we need something fairly hefty, It's got to be quite large. No, is that one? It's just decoration. That's it. That's the one I want. It's got to be for something fairly hefty. So something like a yeah, these cheap oil drums, sort of like, yeah, we know it. Yeah, if we put these down, it should stop spawning. I'm going to leave the last one, so that does spawn. I'm going to put them together because I never can work out where they're going to go, and it always. Yeah, I would say that we should get the last one spawn, which is enough, and that should stop. It's a very simplistic way, but let's be honest, it works. Simple is sometimes better. So that last one should spawn. Hopefully that's not going to get in the way of us grabbing stuff out of here. Let's switch the zone markers off. So we have our dairy down already. Oh, and I think that's the scene is set. That is enough, I reckon, for the first session. It's a fairly hefty one, so we've got quite a bit of kit. Let's just check, make sure I've not missed anything as well that we really need. But of course there are other sessions. I don't want to build Rome in a day. We have our front box. We've got the beautiful Bedner, the Class Evian, the Class Vario small header, which we can again, we'll get others, John Deere, and the Highland, which we probably won't use. The 12 metre, our tractor, our spreader stroke limer, the flatbed, which still got the wrong picture, the general tanker, which is the bigger one, which again is the wrong thing. Yes, the Merlot, and the Merlot, our Merlot, and Massey 165, so the smallest, Nardi, New Holland 260. So actually, no, the New Holland is still the lead tractor, and we have those, that and that. So yeah, we've got a bit of everything. There's plenty for us to still buy though, and we're down to 285,000. And I would like to buy. Yeah, I'm going to buy chickens. Oh, that was the other thing I meant to do, and that was like, yeah, where we're feeding. I'm going to put a small silo down that's storing like TMR and things like that. It's just a storage bin really, and no, we can't block that off. So it's got to be really. We could actually do it in the fill area. It's not going to hurt, is it? We need to get that way. I think it'll have to be that this front section, and it is this here. And it's here. Alright, smashing. So I think we will have that like so. Somehow. Is it because I'm in the way as well? Perhaps? Maybe. It's, yeah, not liking it any closer than that. It's like doing it, although they'll, no, that, oh, that's, no, they'll go there. Yeah, that will do nicely. I think we'll spin it around because we'll probably also get chicken food from it too. Excellent. We like blocked our way. No, I think we can still squeeze past that. Yeah, it is. It's level with that, so it was no worse. Maybe very slightly, but we are talking a gnat's whisker. So yes, that's the scene is set. Our buying station, which is really a mini silo that's, yeah, literally gets all of the stuff. So we'll grab the things off for that. Have we got a little trailer for like... I didn't see a trailer because we're going to need obviously to load and unload food for the chickens and all the rest of it. I didn't see one. We've got the Merlot. But we didn't look everywhere. I do like the shed. I do. It's not easy to get things in and out, but that is the nature of sheds after all said and done, really. So this is our main entrance to the farm. So trailers, we didn't sell any. I think we're going to need to grab a trailer. It's okay, let's have a quick look, because that's... I apologise for this, but it's no good like having a farm without a trailer, is it? I don't think I did see one, actually. that's a bit unusual, not to have a trailer. And it's not like this map maker is a new bod to the thing, really. So I think we will. We're going to have to buy a trailer. Yeah, we're going to go for my little one. Which is, yeah, let's whiz to the top. And, yeah, so we're going to buy... This is not a good all-round. It's not a massive one. It really is quite tiny. But it's, yeah, not terrible. We'll go for the... Yeah, 17.777. Yeah, the BI 77, strangely enough. And it will keep its natural colours because I actually like that. Fantastic. So we have a bit of a trailer as well. So we'll go and fetch those down for next session. But I think that is enough to start our journey on the map. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. The scene is set. Yeah, truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.